Yeah, Jamie Fankhauser is High Point Christian Academy. Very, very intelligent young soccer player. I've worked with her at the ODP environment for a couple of years, and so I had a chance to coach her up close and work with her. Loved her thought process on the ball, the way she takes care of the ball. She's a centre midfield player. We can play her as a holding midfield player, and we can play her as an attacking midfield player. But great awareness, great intelligence, something that we were looking for in our midfield, somebody that can see the next pass, and very creative kind of a player. Also working with the ODP, she's gone and playing the regionals, so exciting prospect for us for sure. Yeah, you know, Julia's a local girl, played with Carolina Rapids. They've won back-to-back state championships, so she's coming off a good sort of a club environment. She's a wide forward that we're going to look to play at the next level, potentially on the left or the right. Very good kind of at stretch and defenses. One of the most athletic players that we're bringing in. Has got, you know, a great all-round athletic ability, plays numerous sports, but great in the air as well, which is something we want to improve as well. We've been vulnerable in the air in the last couple of seasons, but I think Julia's going to be that forward that will always be threatening to get in behind, and we need that in our team. We're a very technical team, but we definitely need a couple of forwards that will, you know, use their speed, use their athleticism. I'm excited to see her play and add to our program. Megan Green, I think, is going to be an outstanding player here at Charlotte. She's one of those strikers that can do a little bit of everything. Great goal scorer, good with her movement, phenomenal in the air, great at running the channels. Plays for Fucray Varina High School and TFC Alliance Soccer Club, who just won the state championships. So again, a girl that's coming in can score a variety of goals. You know, one of the common themes so far we've talked about is we're trying to add goal scorers. Megan has proven a goal scorer everywhere she's been, and I've seen her score hat-tricks in, you know, 3 or 4 minutes, and she's that kind of a player that I think that the other defenses are going to be really have to clue on her for the next 4 years. She's going to be what I consider an impact player immediately. Mary's probably a player that we really have liked for a number of years. Lake Norman High School, and you know, the soccer-wise, I think she's one of the most competitive people we've really picked up. Very combative, very aggressive, very tenacious player. We've talked about playing her in a number of positions. She's a player who I think will find a role here at some point. It could be at the midfield, it could be at the back, it could be up front. That's how versatile she is. But you know, the fact that she's such a competitive player, she's going to fight for minutes and challenge for a spot in the team quickly. And we're excited to bring her sort of all-round intensity and tenacity to the team. Riley's a naturally left-footed player. We wanted to get a bit more left-footed player within our team, a bit more balance. She's a left back, but probably one of the most attacking left backs we've ever seen. Can cover ground. She's up and down. Again, she's a teammate of Julia's. They play at Carolina Rapids, so she's had great success as well on the club front, back-to-back state champions. But she's a left back that contributes with goals and assists. You know, we've got some fullbacks here that are very, very good, very solid players, but I think Riley adds a different element. She adds that attacking personality coming out the back. So we're looking for her to, you know, get forward and contribute with goals, contribute with assists, and wonderful service. And I think, you know, we're going to be very excited about her athleticism and energy up and down the left. Sarah's a player that we picked up from Sweden late in the process, but we're excited. One of the things I've commonly talked about is we wanted to add goal-scoring punch, and Sarah's played with the Swedish youth national teams, under 17 and under 18, so she's played at a good level. She's been recognised by our home Swedish FA Association. She's a natural goal scorer as well. And you know, Megan Green coming in, and Sarah Sandberg coming in, and Julia Grande coming in, those are kind of players that we think are going to help us add more goal-scoring threat to our team. We've got good goal scorers, but I think with Sarah now, we've got another addition that will take some pressure off the players that are here, and hopefully, you know, she'll continue to keep banging in goals. But watched her on film, movement's great, awareness around the box, has got an eye for goal and got an eye for, you know, creating for other players too. So again, that's an exciting front line that we could put together. Sophie's from East Mecklenburg High School, plays with the local club Charlotte Soccer Academy for Dan Dudley, the ECNL director there. Again, we've had the good fortune to work with her at ODP. A very, very crafty player, very good on the dribble, can take 1, 2, 3 players on all at once. Very, very pacey with the ball at her feet, and just somebody that can break down defenses. Again, we've added an immense amount of attacking talent to our team, and that's something that we wanted to identify as players that can go past people. Sophie's got that ability to go past people on the outside, on the inside, and she just recently got named as the Charlotte Achievement Award for outstanding, merit in terms of her performances. So, again, a player with high caliber, good character, and good quality, and good club background. Kelly is a very high-energy midfield player, teammate of Megan Green's at Fouquet Varina and TFC Alliance. Again, a midfield player that's going to add tremendous energy to our team. She's the kind of player that covers a lot of ground, very, very active, very, very busy. Knows how to support the strikers, knows how to chip in with goals. So I think one of the things when we talked about the midfield additions is, can we get players that can get from the centre midfield to the box? Can we get players that can come out of midfield with pace? Can we get midfielders that can cover distance? And she, checks all those boxes. So super excited to add Kelly as well. Again, Abby's another player that we're excited about. We've had a chance to work with her previously at ODP, Swansborough High School. She's played for me for a couple of years at ODP. She's one of the few natural defenders we're bringing in. We're losing a couple of defenders within this past recruiting class, graduating out. So I think with Abby, we needed to add to the central defence in terms of an addition. She's very smooth on the ball, very poised, will help us build out the back immensely. Competitive in 1v1 situations, which what we want, as defenders, you've got to be good enough to defend on your own. And she's got that all-round, intelligence of how to play the position and awareness of how to play the position. Very good in the air, which is another attribute we were looking for in our central defender. But just her calmness and poise on the ball was what we were, really attracted to. The fact that she can help build and sustain and value the ball. So great group of girls. Very excited about all these players and their families and what we hope they're going to bring to the team, and very quickly, but obviously long term as well. Very much so. When we wanted to be very much in the discussion with attracting the best players in the state. Sometimes when you have to go out of state looking for players means you haven't been successful recruiting in your own backyard. But this time we've really actively worked on building a relationship with these players. We've worked on building a relationship with their clubs. We've seen them numerous times over the years. We've had a chance to work with them. So high character people coming from good club backgrounds, good school programs, being well coached. North Carolina is getting better and better across the board with youth soccer, and we obviously wanted to be in that discussion with attracting the best players in the state. And we feel very much that we've been able to accomplish that with this recruiting class. Yeah, definitely. We definitely wanted to add more goal-scoring threat. We've been in a lot of close games last year, but came up a little bit short. And in some incidents, we actually outshot the teams, but still didn't get the result. What we've added in this group here are people that are used to winning games. You've got back-to-back state champions, you've got current state champions, you've got girls that have played on national team levels, you've got players that have played high prominent minutes for their club team. So we wanted players who have been used to winning. We wanted players that are used to scoring goals, and we wanted players that wanted to be a threat to scoring goals. And I think what we've added in particular with the midfield and the attackers is a real balanced attack that we can, help people that we've got here like Martha and Emily Truelove and Katie O'Neill and Perry Bonner. The more striking options you can add to your team, the better. You can never have enough people that can score goals. Yeah, you nailed it there, coachable. They have to be coachable, and there are many talented players across the country, but coachability is one of the main characteristics you look for in players. Are they willing to listen? Are they capable of listening, and will they learn and adapt? And having worked with a number of these players and seen them up close numerous times, there's no doubt in my mind that not only are they ready for the college level, but they're ready to exceed at the college level. And I think knowing the characters and the families and the players and the backgrounds of these kids, there's no doubt that they're going to really get here from day one and really challenge for playing time.